Good morning, children. Today I am going to explain about chapter 7 ecosystem. Okay. In the last chapter I have explained you ecology. Okay. So ecology means that is the definition to the ecology is actually a living organism and their environment is called ecology. It's a study of eco means environment. Logy means study. Studying of environment which is related or interacted with the living organisms is called ecology, that I have explained you in the previous chapter videos. Okay, but today I am going to explain about ecosystem. What is this called ecosystem? Ecosystem is nothing but this ecosystem is defined as the ecosystem is actually a interaction between the living or non-living organisms in the environment. Okay, how? Example, photosynthesis you can take. Okay, what is the equation of photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide plus water gives C6H12O6 plus oxygen, right? So 6 molecule of carbon dioxide, 6 molecule of water molecule have taken, and which is the simple, it is nothing but it's a carbon, it's a hydrogen, right? So carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, these are all the inorganic substances that you know well, right? So small substance of inorganic are used and it is converted into organic matter or the food. So C6H12O6 is a glucose molecule, or we can say it is a food, or else we can say it is an organic matter. Okay, so this organic matter or the food or the glucose, that is C6H12O6, is a glucose molecule. It's an organic form we can get from the inorganic substances or the inorganic ions. Okay, so inorganic and organic we can get how? Because of the plants with the help of sunlight, right? So with the help of sunlight only, the inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water will be converted into a organic matter. So the thing is that the plant is a living organism and this inorganic item are the non-living. So non-living items and the living organisms are interacted. It's called ecosystem. So there is a resulting of living or non-living things interaction is called the ecosystem. Or else you can say it as this is a structure and functional unit of ecology is ecosystem, you can say like that. Okay, so it's a structural functional unit of ecology, or else you can say it is an interaction between, or it is a result of living or non-living things. Okay, living non-living interactions oda result da enna solranga, this is a result of living or non-living materials is called, interaction between the living or non-living materials is called the ecosystem. Example, photosynthesis, just now I have explained you. Okay, so this is the based on the main thing of your this thing, that is your ecosystem definition that you should know definitely. Okay, and also along with this ecosystem is a resulting of interaction between a living or non-living material, which was said by T.G. Tensley, is a scientist. He said in the year of 1935. So after this scientist, his name is Odom, he said like 1962, he said it is a structure and functional unit of ecology, he said. Okay, based on that only we will be getting this kind of the ecosystem definition. Okay, so along with this you will be having some of the ecosystem terms you should know. This ecosystem you can say in the other words like biocoenosis, the geobiocoenosis, or the holocoene, or bioinert system, or the biosystem, and also you can say as a microcosm. So these are all the different types of terms we can use it for our ecosystem. Oh, apart from this definition of the ecosystem, I am going to explain about the structure of the ecosystem you should know. Okay, in the structure of the ecosystem, you should know about the structure of ecosystem. Actually, two types is there. One is an abiotic, another one is biotic. So, abiotic ecosystem is nothing but the abiotic things. What are the abiotic things you have seen in the ecology lesson? So this is a structure of ecosystem we'll read. Function of ecosystem we are going to learn. So first I will explain you structure of ecosystem in this video along with the definition of ecosystem. So structure of ecosystem, there is two types is there, abiotic and biotic. This abiotic also called as non-living and this is called a living. So these two type of the living and non-living, these two type of the ecosystem has been explained. Okay, so this non-living type of explanation is nothing but, so what are the non-living things which is comes under the structure of the ecosystem as, that is one is a climatic factor, another one is the edaphic factors, and another one is topographic factors. So these are all the climatic factor, edaphic factor, topographic factors, and also you can say that organic compounds like organic components and inorganic components or the inorganic substances, you can say inorganic components. Okay, so in this you should know about the climatic factor. Under the climatic factor you will be having a temperature, pH, and wind is there, water is there, air is there, all will comes under in the climatic factor of the abiotic component of ecosystem. And edaphic factors, you know that soil pH, soil water, and soil air, soil organisms. So everything soil related things will come under the edaphic factor. Topographic mean latitude, altitude and direction of the mountain, all will comes under in this. And organic compounds is consisting of carbohydrates, you will be getting protein and lipids. Along with this you will be getting a humus. What is called humus? Humus is just, it is a decomposed material of organic matter. Decomposed material of organic matter is called humus, Humus. Okay, so this is also comes in the organic compound. Inorganic components mainly carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen and phosphorus. So these are all the inorganic components which is comes under the abiotic component of the ecosystem that you should know. Okay, so this one more term in this abiotic term that you should know, that I will write it in the different color. Yes, so standing quality. Example, in a particular ecosystem, any type of ecosystem, like if you are taking a water body, like water body, how can I say? Water body means nothing but the water body is the aquatic environment which consisting of fishes is there, aquatic plant is there, aquatic animals like a frog, crocodile, small fishes, big fishes and crabs, everything is there. Okay, so this is like a living organism. There is aquatic animals, aquatic plants and soil and their environment and their temperature, pH, everything will be changed in the water. So that is called that particular. In that water you can have the interaction between the fish as well as the that is non-living thing like a water and the soil, everything in the water. So in between the living and non-living things of the aquatic items are interacting and called as water ecosystem. In that ecosystem you will be it is called ecosystem of the aquatic environment. Okay, that is water or the aquatic environment. And terrestrial environment, terrestrial ecosystem means our normal land living environment. Okay, these two types of ecosystem is there. If any ecosystem that consisting of a particular or consisting of inorganic substances for a particular period, particular time is called standing quality. The meaning of that, so if any inorganic substances, inorganic substances in any ecosystem for a particular period called is called what? That is standing quality. That is called standing quality or standing state. You can say as in the state also. Standing state, standing quality, you should know about this term. Okay, that's about your abiotic organism, abiotic component of ecosystem. Next, I am coming to the biotic ecosystem. The biotic ecosystem is nothing but the biotic ecosystem that consisting of all living organisms like plants, animals, fungi, bacteria, everything will comes under in the biotic ecosystem. Okay, so in this biotic part of the ecosystem, definitely you should know about the productivity. Okay, who is the producers? Food producers, mainly you should know plants. Green plants are the producers because they have the chlorophyll to take up the sunlight, and using of some inorganic items like as I said in the earlier, that is like carbon, hydrogen, everything is used along with the sunlight. The chlorophyll of the green plant is producing a food. So it is called producers. So always green plants are the producers in the biotic structure of the ecosystem. Okay, that you should know well. Okay, next along with that, these based on the based on the nutritions, this biotic is again classified into two types. That is, one is autotrophs. Another one is called heterotrophs. Okay, so this autotrophs is nothing but these autotrophs are using a simple, as I said earlier, it's using a simple inorganic ions, using inorganic substances to produce the organic matter or the food through the vital process called photosynthesis. So it produces the food or the organic matter by using of the sunlight. So that is the main role of this autotrophs. So autotrophs, it can be able to synthesize their food by using of, that is, inorganic substances along with the inorganic substances like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒரு inorganic substances sunlight வச்சிட்டு with the help of sunlight due to the process called photosynthesis, it producing a food or the organic matter or the organic is called organic substances is called the photosynthesis process with the help of sunlight produces food is called producers. So what is this called? Producers. It's called as in producers. Okay, and also you can say it as in primary producers. Primary producers are producers. This is shares the primary. Primary producers are producers. You can say like this. Okay, so this is about your producers. Next type you have that in the heterotroph, as I said. So heterotroph is nothing but heterotrophs is nothing but this producers is a grasses and green plants which is taken by the herbivorous animals like you know that, right? So cow, goat, sheep, these are all the herbivorous animals which is taking this kind of plants, and so that it is called as the primary consumers. They are called as primary consumers. They are called primary consumers as well as they are called the herbivores. They are called the herbivores. Some of the herbivorous animals is taken by some other animals called carnivorous animal, right? So example, I can say the cow, a goat and sheep will be taken up which is taken by the animals like a tiger, lion will eat this. Okay, so this is called carnivores. So both this herbivorous animal and carnivorous animal will be taken up by omnivorous animals. What is that called? Omnivorous animals. Okay, so carnivores will be having two types is there. Carnivores, one is a snake and snake, this kind of items will be comes under the carnivorous one. So carnivorous 2 is the carnivorous animals like a snake and some other birds will be again taken up by the secondary carnivores is called lion and tiger. So carnivores are two types, is the primary carnivores or the primary consumers. Okay, so primary consumer is that is herbivores because it is taking the green plants, and secondary consumer is that is carnivores animals like a snake and birds. Okay, snakes and some other animals like a will eat it. Okay, next the tertiary consumer is that is animals like a tiger and lion, and third one is the herbivorous animal, carnivorous animals. Carnivorous, primary consumer, secondary consumer, all will be taken up there by the omnivorous animals, example crow. Okay, so these heterotrophs consisting of herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, these are all called macro consumers because it will eat the all those things. Okay, along with this you will be having, these are all collectively called macro consumers, and one more is that is called micro consumers. That is nothing but the microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, yeast will consume the dead matter of the plants and animals. Dead matter of the plants and animals will be consumed by micro consumers. That is dead plants and animals will be consumed by micro consumers. What is called micro consumers? That is bacteria, fungi will decompose the dead matter of the plants and animals. So it is called micro consumers. So this is about your structure of this thing. And one more topic, one more definition you should know about this. What is the standing crop? You should know. Standing crop is nothing but, okay, so when the plant, example, this is a standing quality or the standing state. When an organism, that is a living material, that is amount of living material amount of living material in a population called biomass. This biomass can be measured by per unit of area, or per unit of time. So this can be measured as per unit of the square. So this is, you should know what is a biomass. Amount of living material in a population is called biomass, and it is measured by a per unit area / per unit of time. Okay, and also this unit, that is this amount of living material can be measured in that is dry weight or fresh weight or the dry weight, fresh weight or the dry weight of the organism, of living organism, or else fresh weight, dry weight or the carbon weight of the organism, of living organism we can take. Okay, so ஒரு ஆர்கானிசம் எப்படி நம்ம வந்து மாஸ் பண்ணுறது, எப்படி வந்து வெயிட் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறது, அமௌண்ட் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுனா அதோட ட்ரை ஆர் த ஃப்ரெஷ் வெயிட் ஆர் தேர் கார்பன் வெயிட். And this biomass can build it can construct the things like it can construct a food web, it can construct food chain, and ecological pyramid will be constructed by food chain, food web and ecological pyramid is constructed by this biomass. Biomass is amount of living organism material which is present in the population is called biomass. Okay, and also it can be measured by this thing like per unit area or the per unit of time. Dry weight is that is fresh weight or the carbon weight we can calculate, and this biomass can construct or build the food chain, food web and ecological pyramid. That's all about this video, and functions of the ecosystem I'll explain you in the next video. Thank you.